Other night, what a thriller. So much fun in Minnesota. How fun? Let's check it out again. LaRavia gets it in. Reeves now with 5, with 4, with 3. Austin down the middle he goes to win the game. To win the game. AR with the winner.
AR doing what AR does, gets into the paint. And all that celebration that the Timberwolves were doing 6 seconds ago, they're not doing now.
That's good stuff. Little extra additive incentive, of course, tonight with Cup pool play starting this evening. And oh, by the way, Luka's back. We'll get to that in a minute. But what about this ridiculous run that Austin is on right now?
It's ridiculous. It totally is ridiculous. Not taking anything away from his abilities, but the way he's been playing on both ends of the floor, but especially on the offensive end, it's just been remarkable. Wednesday dipped a little bit in scoring, down to 28, but that wasn't the number that was impressive. The impressive number was the 16 dimes that he gave out. I mean, getting everybody else involved in the game. He draws a lot of attention, but he also gets the ball to the open people as he sets the table, and he had a lot of help in that victory. I mean, guys were shooting the ball very well. Jake LaRavia had a season high as a Laker for him with 27, knocking down open shots, and when he made that first one, you knew he was going to be off to the races. DeAndre Ayton going up against the defensive center, at least they think so, and Rudy Gobert. Didn't matter. Same held true for Rui Hachimura, contributing points off the bench, rebounding, playing D, and then there was Dalton Connect. I thought Dalton played as well as he's played probably all season long. So now you add to the mix who you were just talking about.
Oh, come on.
Luka is back.
Yeah.
When his last game also had to be against Minnesota, where he put up 49, 11 boards and 8 assists. So this is an offensive team that everybody has to worry about. Let's see how they do defensively.
Well, they used to call this place the grindhouse. Very difficult place to come away with a victory. Who knows what Memphis is going to be like this year, rebuilding perhaps, but they still have maybe the most thrilling player in the NBA, at least one of them, and that's Ja Morant.
You're right about that. I mean, this is a guy that thrills the fans every night. The only thing about Ja, and I've said it many times, is he's such a high-risk injury player because he's always 10 feet off the ground. The higher you jump, more chance of injury. But he's off to a pretty good start, averaging about 23 per game, 6 assists a night, and he's the engine that makes their offense go. The one guy that has to play well, though, for them to win, I believe, is Jaren Jackson Jr. He's the guy that they're listing him as the power forward. He plays a lot in the middle and on the perimeter, averaging 18 points and a couple blocks per game. Got to stay in the game. Gets himself in foul trouble quite a bit, and that really aids the opposition. So let's see how he plays tonight and who the Lakers match up against him.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Ooh, scary. When we come back, Lakers and the Grizz, it's the NBA Cup. A stick and monster tacos. Halloween night 2025, and we're spending it inside the FedEx Forum for the NBA Cup. First game of the round robin, trying to get to the knockout round. Laker starting lineup. This is a strong one. Again, no LeBron. Nobody knows exactly when he'll be back, but you got Marcus, Rui, DeAndre, Luka, and Austin. We'll have more on that tandem with Mike in a matter of moments. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they're also 3-2. And a familiar face and an old friend, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, has moved on from Orlando here. That was in that Desmond Bain deal. Triple J is real good. Jock Landale's been around for a while. And Jalen Wells, as a second-year guy, is very, very solid. Alexis, keys to the game, and Stu.
Well, keys to the game, Bill. The number one key is turnovers. The Lakers lead the league in turnovers.
Ouch.
They've got to stop giving it away. And then points in the paint. Got to be effective there, because you know the Grizzlies are going to try to attack as much as possible. And then this Grizzly team's bench is pretty productive. So the Laker bench has to be the same to get Luka back, so that puts one of the players back to the bench, so the Lakers should be able to compete.
And their bench is really good despite a bunch of injuries. to a lot of their rotational players. All right, Mike, happy Halloween. Let's talk a little bit about the return of Luka and how he will fit in and match up again with Austin Reeves.
Well, Billy, coming off of the buzzer beater from Austin Reeves in Minneapolis, we weren't sure that Luka Doncic would be even here in Memphis, and yet Luka arrived yesterday. He had a workout with the coaching staff, and they all determined that he was ready to go. So excellent news getting Luka back. Now remember, Luka exploded for over 40 points in both of his first 2 games. And then in the last 3, Austin Reeves has absolutely gone off. So the big thing that they're both doing, getting into the paint of the opponent. They rank up there amongst everybody else in the league. Basically only Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is getting in there as much and being as efficient as they are. So that's a big problem for the opposing defense. In Memphis, you would expect them staggered some. We'll have 48 minutes trying to curtail both Reeves and Luka Doncic tonight.
And you can see the alternative court that is being used during NBA Cup play. Whenever you tune into the NBA during this time, you'll know when it's NBA Cup time. Luka, his first shot after coming back and missing the trio of games, goes in and out. Because it was a finger and a leg, kind of a combination injury for Luka that kept him out. Here's Ja. He'll drive to the basket on an average of 15 times a game, one of the tops in the NBA. But then, as Mike said, you'll see Luka and Austin do the same thing. This will count if it goes. It didn't go, and Triple J is going to get an opportunity to go to the free throw line.
Well, the Lakers had him going pretty well there. It was down to 2 on the shot clock when the foul occurred.
Now, J.J. Redick, you mentioned it's due last in turnovers. Clean it up. It's just been awful. They committed 19 more the other day, which led to 22 points. Remember, the Lakers led by 20 and almost, well, they did let it slip away, but then they won it right at the end. All right, the coach is Tuomas Isalo. And he, of course, was the interim coach last year. And he has been given the job full time. And they played well. During their wins, they've really played well. It's kind of been night and day, and they've been awful in their 2 losses, especially on defense. That one is knocked out of bounds.
JJ tried to sell it, but didn't sell it enough, and Lakers maintained possession.
You know, Stu, you talked to me before the game. You said, how's DeAndre going to play? And Jaren Jackson Jr. has played very well against him. Kind of, I wouldn't say dominated him, but he's certainly had the upper hand during their matchups. Reeves outside. That's going to be weak side rebound by Jackson. 3-time all-defensive player. He's going to come back and set up now on offense. Ja, that's Landale. He scores.
That was a good read by Ja. Noticed that Landale had a size advantage and didn't do anything but throw it on the inside.
Well, Jack, who won a bronze medal in the 20 Olympics with Australia, his home country. Oh, Luka might have already jammed that finger again. He's grabbing on it, lob and score by Wells. Up ahead it goes. KCP should be a foul on Doncic, and it is. KCP can run the floor both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, well, he's a very, very good defensive player. But this is what the Grizzlies want to do. They really want to increase tempo quite a bit. They know that the Lakers, when they get in that half court with their high screen and rolls, create some problems for defenses. So they want to make sure they don't allow it very much.
Track meet, yes, for Memphis. Slow it down, yes, for the Lakers. Bad pass, and the former Grizzly, Marcus Smart, has it. He's going to go hard to the hole and score. Marcus is back, of course, after missing some games himself.
Nice read by Marcus, because Ja tried to bait him into making that pass.
Jaren Jackson Jr., a 30%er from out there. And he had 18 in their last game at Phoenix. A game similar to, lob underneath. Throw it down, DeAndre.
Good setup by Marcus Smart, too. Just a little bit of a probe, waiting to see what the defensive center would do.
Memphis's last game was a 1-point victory over Phoenix. In fact, Ja hit the game winner, very similar, in fact, to the winner by Austin Reeves. His game with about 5 or 6 seconds left to go, though. Little follow away for Ja. When you get outside of the paint, though, his percentage goes drastically down.
So the key to that is try to keep him out of the paint.
Oh, look at this move by Austin! What a move by AR!
Boy, his ability to change direction. It's just really putting on a clinic to start the season in that department.
He's probably the biggest story in the NBA, to be honest with you. Over the last 3 games, everybody buzzing about Austin Reeves. Morant, this is where he struggles from outside. Now the corner, Morant again, so he's 0 for 2 from downtown. Luka, it's the left hand that you can see the thumb is taped. He's backing in, It's over Caldwell Pope. He knew he was going to miss it, and he followed it up and scored, even though he got bumped.
Actually could have had an and one there because he did get bumped.
Morant, 3rd highest usage rate already in the NBA. Boy, it's these two. It's Jaren Jackson Jr. and it's John Morant. They're going to get the brunt of the action when they're on the floor.
And Jaren Jackson Jr. is not bashful for shooting a 3 despite his size.
He was 2 out of 6 against the Suns. Again, both these teams are 3-2. 3 teams in the West have a 3-2 record. DeAndre Ayton, he has more pick and roll points than anybody in the NBA. DeAndre Ayton. And that's what you referred to, Stu. Get set up in the half court and utilize that. Ja, this is little on big. Morant stumbling, and he loses it. Reeves surveys, finds Doncic all the way. Luka, easy does it.
Never pass for the sake of passing, because sometimes defensive guys are baiting you in to make that pass. Luka read the defense. They never committed and gets a layup.
Average 46 through his first 2 games. 4th NBA player, first Laker to start the season with 2 straight 40-point games. The others to do it, Jordan, Wilt, and AD. Good pass underneath, operating baseline, Morant. That was smart getting lost.
Had a good move without the ball. Fake like he was going to come over the top and then straight cut baseline.
That's a defensive player of the year that he beat on the baseline. We got 2 players that have earned that honor in this game tonight. Doncic left side, Rui. Ultra consistent Rui. 50% in every game so far, Rui. Doncic, nothing but net. String music, timeout, Memphis.
Wow. Welcome back. Even though he's only missed a couple of games, Luka back in form as he takes it into the corner and makes it look easy. Defenders right there, step back, baby. Nothing but bottom. Lakers trail by 2.
Back to Memphis, where the Lakers trail 15-13 early. This is the NBA Cup. All right, you see the Lakers there in Group B in the Western Conference. The basic thing is they have to win the group to advance. Now, there is a 4th team that would advance on a wild card, but don't have to worry about that just yet. Here you see it. Every team plays 4 group games, all the teams in the same group. And these games do count for your regular season record. Then the 8 teams will advance to the knockout rounds. The final eventually is on the 16th, and we know that the championship team receives $500K. But here's the other thing, Bill and Stu, why you should win. You should win just to win, because winning is good. Winning is part of the point of playing the games in the first place.
You've got 2 champions. This is year number 3. Of course, the Lakers won in the first year, and Milwaukee won the next year. By the way, the one constant in those 2 wins, Darvin Ham was part of both coaching staffs. LaRavia coming off of his best game as an NBA player when he was 10 out of 11, and the former Grizzly hits the first shot of his night in the corner.
And was wide open. I know they had a real mix-up as far as defensive coverages.
Luka, of course, he'll handle the ball quite a bit tonight. It's different motion than what we saw with Reeves playing on the ball so much. Obviously, the last 3 games. Santi Aldama can knock it down from the outside. Not that time, however. He just came into the game. Reeves turning, spinning over Morant. And the rebound, Aldama's got control of it. He'll come out of the backcourt. Ayton is there, but doesn't pick up on him. Here's Wells, mentioned the sophomore. This is the rookie who they really like, Cedric Howard. In fact, they moved up, what, 5-6 spots to get him in the draft, and he's playing very well. One of the top rookies so far this year. Back to Reeves. It's on its way for him. Rattles around the rim and comes off. It's going to be taken now by Coward. Holds up, and they'll reset with Jock Landale on the outside. Went to St. Mary's. A lot of players from Australia have gone there. In fact, he has his number retired at St. Mary's.
A reaching foul that time by Rui as John Morant was turning the corner.
You might see that Scott Foster, our first look at Scott, one of the more familiar referee faces in the NBA, working this game tonight. And here is Ja. With the Lakers down by 1. All right, how about this right now from Carl's Jr.
You know Carl's Jr.'s Western Bacon Cheeseburger. Have you tangled with spicy Western Bacon?
There he is, sank the game-winning floater to beat Phoenix. He's led this team in scoring 3 times, led them in assists 3 times in this young season. And as I mentioned, about 15 drives to the basket a game. Last year was nearly 17. He'll probably get there at some point on an average. Doncic hit, out of it goes, and it does not, as it was hit from the side.
That's the beauty of the screen and roll and the way the game is played today. Once that guard gets the defensive guard on his hip, it really becomes difficult for defensively to get back into a really legal guarding position. And they stop, they get contact, as Luka did on that play.
79%er so far this year. Luka at the line. And hey, Laker fans, Spectrum Sportsnet Plus on the NBA app is your ticket to Laker games on Spectrum Sportsnet all season long. Now to watch games on any device, anywhere in Southern California without a cable or satellite subscription. Sign up at NBA.com/Sportsnet and start streaming Spectrum Sportsnet anytime, anywhere. Something Luka has done well in his first 2 games is really had a good first quarter. Set the tone, but not this time at the free throw line.
And this is both. Very unusual for him.
5 of his 7 made 3-pointers have come in the first quarter. Aldama, he's not shy from distance. That one clanks off the back rim, though. Bit of a brick. And now it's Luka. We'll see Dalton connect, as you mentioned, Stu, in the open. He had a real solid game the other night. Luka, the hook pass, all the way to the other side for Rui. Hachimura can't hit. So the Lakers not nearly as warm as they were the other night to start the game. Here's Spencer. Well, he went one-on-one with his brother from Golden State the other night. That was a good time right at the end of that game. Very enjoyable to watch, he and his older brother. Dumps it now to Doncic. Alone on the wing on this side. Trying to operate, and again draws contact. Drawing contact.
Well, sometimes young players coming into the league, when they're going up against the superstars, they just want to make a name for themselves. They're a little too aggressive, and you just have to play constantly solid defense all the time, but especially against the superstars. You're not going to make a reputation by just blocking a shot. You got to play defense.
That foul's on Vince Williams, 4th-year guy. Suffered a grade 3 ankle sprain, so he's just getting back. But, you know, Stu, normally, or frequently, shall I say, he is asked to guard the top perimeter threat on the opposition. So it's something that he is not new to. We're going to see Connect and Jax Hayes coming into the game for the purple and gold. There they are, right in front of us. You can see we're in the second row here, courtside. Cup play as Austin gets his first rest. He'll get more rest tonight than he has in the last 3. That's for sure.
It's deserved. I mean, he was carrying quite a load. Nice to see him be able to rest those legs a little bit with Luka back.
Austin averaging 40 and 10 over the last 3. He became the 12th Laker to score at least 50 in a game in Sacramento. Lakers, by the way, are 2-0 on the road. They were 3 games under 500 away from home last year, and a point of contention to play better away from Crypto.com Arena, where they are, in fact, 1-2 this year. Poked away. Good play by Dalton Connect, who came on to steal that. Lob underneath. They're looking for LaRavia.
Yeah, Williams read that one.
Outside and down.
Sort of like a 5-point switch there.
Cam Spencer. Well, he played a solid role in their win in Phoenix. He had an injury-riddled rookie season that really hampered him. Underneath, nearly running over, man. Backhand layup over his head. That time was LaRavia.
All that contact, and there was no whistle.
They're letting him go so far. Spencer, Williams, Down low, Jaren Jackson Jr. from Michigan State. Played there for a year. He's already in his 8th year in the league. 2-time block champion. Spencer tries to rip it away from Rui with 3:03 remaining in the quarter.
Good seal by Rui.
Another foul.
Good seal by Rui.
So Memphis was 0 for 5 until Jaren Jackson Jr. knocked it down on the other end. Now it's Rui to shoot free throws. Hey, experience the magic of Lakers basketball. Luka magic all season long. Tickets are on sale right now. Visit Lakers.com for more information. Got a home game on Sunday, the only trip in for the Miami Heat. Let's talk a little bit more about the former Memphis Grizzly, Jake LaRavia and Mike.
Yeah, Billy, you alluded to it, how hot he was in Minnesota. Of course, 10 for 11 from the field towards those 27 points. But one thing the coaching staff likes about him, J.J. Redick was telling us, he's always in the right spot defensively. You know, Stu, if he's the low man, he's the low man. You don't have to yell at him later.
And that's very important to know your responsibilities, and coaches will make it a point of keeping that in mind.
That's what we call basketball IQ. And the aforementioned one has the basketball right here. They'll reset it on the top to Luka Doncic. Doncic's three-pointer. The rainbow is good. Got it. Number 77.
How many times have you seen that? Time after time after time.
A career average of nearly 29. He led the league in scoring once. Another steal for the Lakers. So they turn him over. Connect. Rui waiting for his friends to join the party, and that includes Doncic and Hayes. Luka right where he made a three a moment ago. Again, trying to draw the foul. Now leans, can't score. That one didn't even draw iron. And out of bounds. That should be Laker ball. No, it's Memphis basketball with a timeout.
Well, we got a timeout, 2:04 to go here in the first. Lakers on top thanks to the triple by Luka as he steps back over Caldwell Pope and gives the Lakers a 26-24 advantage.
Mungo, here's the spotlight and Stu.
Well, the Lakers get a turnover and get out in transition. This is what I was talking about. You don't pass for the sake of passing. 2-on-1, they're anticipating the lob. Luka looks at it and says, I see you getting ready to jump. So what's he do? And just keeps the dribble alive, waltzes in for an easy deuce. Great heads-up play by Luka.
As we wind down towards the end of quarter number one, quick injury update again. Those not playing this evening, of course, for the Lakers, LeBron and Gabe Vincent still on the mend with that ankle injury. Probably a couple more weeks till Gabe gets back into the lineup. Missing from Memphis, big guy Zach Edey. Ty Jerome, who came over from Cleveland, really a valuable player off the bench. And Scotty Jr., who is
two steals in a row by Jake LaRavia.
Boy, just great anticipation, too. The former Grizzly, 3 of his best games ever have been against the Lakers. Remember, he lit them up here. He was on fire here at one point. Vanderbilt still in search of that 50th career 3 in the corner. Coward, the rookie, pull up over Hayes. And Vanderbilt's got the easy rebound for the Lake Show. He'll bring it up himself and leave it for Reeves. AR now with Luka on the bench. He'll be the quarterback. Gets it right back. There's Coward in front of him with the left-hand dribble. 9 to shoot. Dalton connects. With the Tennessee, about 6 hours from here. On its way, not there. Landale's got control of it. Up ahead it goes. Williams, here he is. Can't score. LaRavia got a hand on it, knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Memphis as Ja returns to the game.
Pretty good transition defense that time by the Lakers. Changing ends after the miss. They ran back and had an opportunity to get that defensive board, but just couldn't control it. Marcus Smart back into the game, and Jake LaRavia gets the rest.
Coward, baseline. That's just their first bucket in a while. They were 2 for their last 11 before he knocked it there. Now they got to play a little defense against this Laker offense. Vanderbilt can hand it off to Reeves. Reeves is Santi Aldama right there. Counted in 1. That little floater, the hanging job by Reeves, and scoring gets the and one.
Well, it's just the instant recognition that there was contact off the dribble. As soon as he feels it, he gets into the act of shooting, and he gets the whistle more times than not.
Oh, speaking of game winners the other night, remember he had a game winner, a three-pointer as a rookie at Dallas? And then the Christmas Day winner against Golden State last year. He really wanted that one the other night in Minnesota. Remember the year before during the playoffs, he had an opportunity to tie one of the playoff games and did not, as he missed a shot in the corner. Minnesota went on top 3-1 and eventually won in 5 games. Santi Aldama, that was really sticking in his head. Underneath, that's good play. Oh, and Coward can't finish.
Right.
Spun right into it.
Jared Vanderbilt had that one in his grasp, but just couldn't keep control of it. Lakers end up a little bit of a break by not giving up a three-point opportunity.
Coward second currently in rookie scoring. Again, from up in the Palouse, Washington State. Grandpa won the gold medal in the 4x400 relay in 1976. First Washington State player picked in the first round since Klay Thompson, whose father is with us as always, working the radio side with John Ireland. 29-26 NBA Cup. The first of pool play. Next game will be on the 14th at New Orleans. The struggling Pelicans, who coming into tonight had not won a game. Opposite end coming into tonight, OKC and San Antonio were undefeated. Getting tripped up. Well, he's so adept at splitting the defense on the outside. Go back and look at some of his college highlights. He was doing it then.
I mean, because he knows how to shorten his dribble when he's going between two defenders. And once he gets that ball through and his body, head and shoulders get through, he's off.
In fact, there's a highlight reel of him in college playing that's really kind of going around the internet right now because he's been playing so well, and everybody's saying, how did this guy not get drafted? Well, he wanted to play for the Lakers, and he certainly has made his mark. 3-point lead. Shooting. Go ahead,
16
Stu.
seconds left here in this first quarter. See what the defense the Lakers show for the final 16. Maybe a zone. Let's see what they do here.
Well, Lakers 18th ranked defense going up against the 19th ranked offense here in week 2
and they
of
are
the season.
They are in a zone.
Okay, so they switch it up as Stu thought could happen. Coward open 3 with 2 with 1 in the quarter is over. And a nice stop to end it.
A nice stop to end it, and a couple of nice stops down the stretch. They really forced the Grizzlies into some poor shooting in the final couple of minutes of that first quarter. We'll head to the second. Lakers on top by 4.
You by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Ready to start the second quarter, but before that, moments ago, I got a chance to speak with Jake LaRavia.
All right, Jake, first of all, defensively, a couple steals for you. What were you reading from a couple of your former teammates there, and were we able to jump the passing lane?
I know a couple of their plays. I done seen him pop back on the second one, so I kind of cheated a little bit, was able to get the steal, and then the first one I was just able to get my hand in there and get the steal.
All right, a couple shots made in the other end too, but as a team, what did you like offensively for your group in the first quarter?
I think we're getting the shots that we want. We're kind of finding all the right spots, and we're getting open, and like I said, we're getting the shots that we want offensively. I thought defensively, I think we just need to get a couple more stops.
Any other keys moving forward to the rest of the game, Jake?
Just continue to play together, continue to play hard, and yeah, sticking with each other.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, good stuff, guys. Thank you. And here's Ja to start the second quarter. Again, these two teams 3-2. First game of the NBA Cup. Full play if you're just joining us.
Good hard drive that time by Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Draws the foul on Austin Reeves, so maybe 2 free throws coming. That's Austin's first foul, I believe.
All right, Laker fans, with the KCP going to the line. Tacos are on the line tonight like they always are. If the Lakers win, you're going to score a couple of free tacos with a drink purchase from Jack in the Box tomorrow. So hopefully we can get another win and feed the masses. Here's a 2-time NBA title winner Lakers in 2020 and the Nuggets in 2023. He has been bugged a little bit by a sore ankle, but he's out there against his former mates. Marcus Smart way out on top. Near that NBA Cup logo. Lob under to Jackson Hayes. Whoa. That was headed for either a poster or a disaster.
Yeah, that was going to be a nice highlight play.
Yeah,
as he
but
goes
don't
in,
get pushed.
you see the hand by that jaw that gets him in the back area, and it could be very dangerous.
Only player in double figures for either team. Not surprisingly, another good first quarter. Luka Doncic and his return. They work on top all the way to Marcus Smart. Oh, the open man is Dalton Connect. Just a hair long as Dalton can't hit it. Of course, he had a nice little renaissance the last game and a half. Landale from way downtown and straight away. Big Jock, 6'11", 255. He's already tied or set a new career high in starts with 5. Connect from the corner. That's a good play by Hayes.
Yeah, I thought he was a little out of control, not being able to make that pass, but he did.
So the knockdown 3, jaw falling back, spins around and comes out. Rebound to Vando. Lakers with a 2-point lead. LaRavia will be in when it's dead. Again, there's that attempt to split the defense by Reeves, and we're going the other way.
Another look at Jackson Hayes finding Dalton Connect in the corner, and Jackson Hayes gets the assist. Dalton, of course, gets the triple.
Fourth made 3 for the Lakers. In fact, both teams identical from beyond the arc. 4 for 11. Wells, that's off target. Vando just went up and had it for a moment. Wells is going to try it again. That dipped in and came out. That's tapped all the way out to Marcus Smart. He's almost hit from behind. Instead, it's LaRavia. And a nice break by the Lakers.
Just smart basketball by Marcus Smart.
I love the fact that Jake said, yeah, I know a couple of their plays. I cheated a little bit. He might do it again.
He got a hand on that one.
Yes, he did.
That's what happens, though, when you put the ball over your head as a passer. Only one place you can pass it. Another look at how the Lakers got out in transition with Jackson Hayes tapping it out to Marcus Smart, and Marcus with the assist to Jake LaRavia.
Ball out of bounds. The Grizz. This is one of 8 games in the NBA tonight. Cup play begins. Triple J underneath, got to get a bounce, and he does get that. Jaren Jackson Jr. So he's in double figures with 11. He has not missed from the field. He's 4 for 4. Marcus didn't play here long. Count if it goes. It does from mid-range. He's got a 3-point opportunity.
Well, Spencer caught reaching in, and again, nice heads-up play by Marcus Smart. Backing him in. There's the reach, the contact, the continuation, and a 3-point opportunity.
Sideline in 2 straight. It'll be his first game against the Grizzlies since they traded him to the Wizards last February. 39 games with Memphis in about, a year and some change. John Morant trying to go up and under with the left hand. Tough shot over the big fella Hayes.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought Jackson would get a piece of that one, but nice shot.
Nobody picks up Marcus Smart, but then he throws it away.
It's called dropping to the level of the ball. It was a good play by Spencer.
Right back Josh straight away. You know he wants to get in the lane, but he'll pull up anyway from 18. All night, I'm telling you. Lakers will let him do that all night. Reeves coming in with the left hand. No whistle. They say play on, and then they throw it straight out of bounds. Or was it tapped? Might have been deflected.
Yeah, I think it was deflected.
And the referees will confirm. And they do. To make the correct call. It slipped out of his hand before he could attack on the multiple-time block leader in the NBA. Last of December's Defensive Player of the Month, Jaren Jackson Jr. Spencer operating on the perimeter. Going to get it right back. A little over 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Should be an illegal screen. Jaren Jackson hit contact, and as soon as the contact occurred, he left. They catch it. You got to hesitate a split second with the screen.
Again, our only visit to Memphis this year. 2 games in Los Angeles right after the new year on the 2nd of January. And then it's a back-to-back situation, or home. You get them again on the 4th. A couple of nights later. Little homestand with Memphis. Laravia looking to get into the paint. Can't. DeAndre's just kind of camping out there. And he scores. He was going to have to get that like immediately and shoot. Otherwise, he was bound to get a 3-second call.
Exactly. I mean, he was in the key a while as Laravia spots him, and he throws it up, throws it in. 3-point opportunity here for DeAndre.
Coming off of his second double-double. And Luka's checking back in. Of course, first full year with the Lakers after that incredible shocker of a deal last year that sent him here. By the way, happy to see that AD doesn't look like it's too serious. His injury that occurred, what was that, last night? Should be back hopefully in a couple of games. In fact, Dallas is in the Lakers group. We'll see them in cup play. Well, they've got him boxed in the corner. That's where you don't want to be, especially with a defensive player of the year lurking.
Well, that's 4 guys on you, really. You got the 2 double teaming you in the sideline and the baseline.
And Smart underneath, posting way down is Ayton. That's just a perfectly played sequence by the Lakers. Stealing, coming down, and Ayton gets an easy one from Marcus.
And again, the veteran leadership of Marcus Smart, recognizing this. Well, he could have taken that shot, looks inside and says, here, DeAndre, you got a smaller one. Take care of your business.
Shop NissanUSA.com. Welcome back to Memphis, Beale Street, and a whole lot more. 44-36. Well, Austin Reeves off to an unbelievable start. American Home Shield brings us reliable coverage. When you are in the same company as 3 absolute legends, it's an unreal start for you. And look at how everybody's kind of bunched up right there.
3 Hall of Famers there with Austin.
Jerry Elgin and Kobe. Kobe on that list twice. Jaren Jackson Jr. with the left hand. Beautiful. Around DeAndre Ayton. That stops an 8-2 Laker run before the break. Laravia, still plenty of friends, of course, on the other side, as is Marcus Smart, too, who gives it right back. Little 2-man game with Doncic, with 5, with 4. Shot clock winding down. You're going to have to shoot. Oh, great recognition by Ayton, and Doncic found him.
There's no 3-second violation tonight.
Oh. Was he setting up a little bivouac? He was setting up a little camp. They didn't care. Looking for the long outlet. That time was Doncic. Reeves runs into his man, Spencer. Once again, Ayton down low. Laravia. And it's in front of the rim. Weak side rebound. They got a chance for a little bit of a mini break. Jaren Jackson Jr. Santi Aldama is a good shot for him. That's a perfect spot for him.
Anything's a perfect shot for him. He's not bashful.
Here come the Lakers. Not only the Lakers with their youngest roster since 2018-19. So they have definitely gotten younger. Lob, can't jam at home, and then it's thrown away. Turnover. Baseline, hanging, short. Foul, late whistle. A little bit of a late whistle, and that's going to irritate the Lakers a little bit.
It was a little late, but I can see where Luka was called for the contact. He's standing there, and it just turns enough to maybe gets the official. And you see the replay, there's not much contact. I mean, not much movement by Luka at all there.
He'll let that go. And
yeah.
He's going to get an explanation. Sure, he's not buying it. Attention LA area teachers, grades K through 5. Register your classroom for the Lakers Literacy League. Thanks to our participating sponsor, Libby. Engage your class with fun Lakers-themed activities and have an opportunity to win Laker prizes every month. Register your class now on Lakers.com/community. Hope everybody's having a great Halloween. chilling at home, maybe giving out candy. Kids have all done their trick-or-treating, having maybe a party. Turn on a little Laker basketball. Doncic with the strong dribble. Boy, he just, you know, he dictates tempo and speed as well as anybody in this league.
Exactly, and as a defender, you want to try to make those kind of players either speed it up or slow it down, but it's hard when they're that good.
Oh, Williams drains one from three-point land.
Back to a two-point game.
We're past the halfway mark of the second quarter. Behind the back, Doncic. Here goes Luka all the way to the goal. 17 for Luka. Again, the only Laker in double figures. Jaren Jackson Jr., the only one so far for Memphis. It's been a high-scoring team. Memphis, it's one of their highest-scoring teams ever, actually, the first 5 games. And Landale hits it.
They're going back and forth now, exchanging hoops.
They average over 120.5 points a game. They double team and they foul Luka. Coach wants to see if they should challenge.
Another look at that play where Luka split 2 defenders with the behind-the-back dribble and then just waltzes in for the easy one.
Coach Isolo wanted to possibly challenge, but they didn't like what they saw. Williams scores it. Away from 8, and then he runs into the photographer's baseline.
And we're tied at 50.
Yeah, Jake LaRavia can't score. They go the other way. It's a bit of a power play, 5-on-4. Middleman is Coward. Drive, kick, on its way, looking for the lead. Can't get there. Boy, this is a very pesky lineup for the Grizz right now. Landale's underneath. They've got the lead. Timeout. JJ and the Lake Show.
Up and down right now, favoring the Grizz as they trail by as many as 8. Now with 4:48 to go in the half, they see themselves up by 2.
No difference makers, Stu.
And one of those for the Lakers is Marcus Smart. I mean, just really the veteran leadership that he brings to the table. He's got 5 points, 3 assists, but a couple of steals, and the way he has just orchestrated certain things in the half court with good recognition. When you get that out of your vets, it makes it an easier game all the way around.
14-6 run, though, against Marcus and the Lakers. Ayton has 7 points in the quarter. Landale has 7 points in the quarter. Lakers have shot it well here in the second stanza, 8 out of 12. Memphis, not as much, 9 out of 15, yet they have forged into the lead. Luka with his back to the basket. And they'll come up and meet him. Landale trying to turn. Baseline, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Now it's Ayton in deep. They knock it away from him, and they'll be 4.4 to shoot.
When Jake went baseline, then did a spin off the dribble, that's when he should have taken the shot. He didn't and got himself in a real bind, and fortunately was able to find DeAndre.
Lakers in the midst of 9 out of 12 on the road. Oh,
offensive foul.
Really? Oh, you and I both are like, either it was a great acting job, which it might have been, or he really threw the player down.
Well, it looked like an offensive foul easy.
Yeah.
He was being held a little bit and tried to free himself up a little bit too aggressively.
So Lakers turn it over. Taken by Landale, who's had a nice quarter. Spencer. Right side Williams. They got a very young group out there right now. Memphis. Look at Landale. It's not going, LaRavia's not going anywhere defensively. And just showing some patience that time was Williams.
Yeah,
Vince Williams.
They go up by 4, trailing by as many as 8.
Into VCU to Vince Williams. Oh, wide open. Wide open after losing the defender who threw a shoe. Luka lost him so badly he threw a shoe, but he couldn't finish it off for the highlight. Williams is slipping and sliding. He's on skates. Spencer. Here he goes. Drive, kick, outside. Yes!
All of a sudden, it's all Grizzlies.
Conchar.
And that was an intentional foul by Williams as he was trying to get some time to put a shoe back on.
Where is it?
It's over there on the sideline. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is retrieving it for
there
him.
he goes. And then Conchar hits the three. By the way, if you happen to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana on March the 28th, that's John Conchar Day. So go ahead and celebrate with everybody. 11-0 Memphis run. Wow, and the Lakers are down by 7. Again, there's 4 round robin games. Games in your group in the preliminary stage, 8 and short. But things have gotten away from the Lakers a little bit here as we are nearing the end of half number 1. Good ball movement on its way again. Double-digit lead.
KCP always been known as a good clutch shooter there. Knocks down that jumper from behind the arc, and all of a sudden the Lakers are down by double digits. 3:04 to go in the half. They're down 60-50.
For the Grizz, Lakers just 1 for 4 on threes in the quarter. Memphis has hit 5 threes here in the second quarter to really fuel this huge run over the last 2:26. Lakers though with the ball.
Here in the first half, they've Rui has been non-existent offensively. He's only attempted 1 shot. Hasn't been involved very much in the Laker offense.
Here's Doncic. To try to pull up. He does. That's over the good defense. Tapped by Ayton. Be out of bounds Memphis. You know, we mentioned what a good bench Memphis has, and it's performed well with a bunch of guys hurt. But they have 17 points in the second quarter from their reserves. A very deep team, this Grizzly bunch. Sandy Aldama all the way to the other side. Another 3. That time it's Wells.
Somebody's got to put the fire out defensively for the Lakers.
And Wells has been in a slump from 3. Not that time. Boy, KCP was almost there to steal it before it got to Reeves. Good defense being applied by Memphis. Short on that little floater, that patented shot by Reeves. And this run just continues to get out of control. Wells. Look at Marcus Smart floating in there. It's going to be on the Lakers?
On Luka.
Oh. Is that his 3rd? Second. That would be second. Lakers have missed their last 4 field goal attempts.
It's not what they've missed, it's what they've given up.
Yeah. By the way, Trevor's with us. Keely's with us. Here courtside, as they are every time we visit Memphis. It wouldn't be a trip without them both. Helping us out, floor manager, stage manager, and statistically. Wells, good move. Great move. 19-0 run. 4.5-minute drought for the Lake Show. Who's going to end it? Marcus? Yes.
That's a long drought.
53. Yeah.
That's a long drought.
4.5 minutes. Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Pull up straight away. Long shot, long rebound. All right, so end this quarter, end this half with maybe a couple of successful trips and a stop. And you're right back there, maybe even to single digits. Doncic spinning. And off the window. So 5 straight, right back. Boy, this couple of big trips for Memphis trying to keep this momentum and most importantly, keep a lead. Lakers trying to plug away at it. Leaning inside, block, underneath. Aldama misses once, twice, 3rd time's a charm.
Yeah, he just outworked everybody that time.
Lakers trying to hustle back on defense. 3 for AR. Up the ladder goes Santi Aldama. Shot clock is 7 ahead of the game clock. They'll just take the best shot, and it happens to be KCP.
Happens to be a layup.
Yeah, it does. Giving up points in the paint. Lakers are the 4th best shooting points in the paint. 69 to 55. But blitzing on top was Morant. Marcus Smart now trying to move on Ja. Wide open is Reeves. Should knock it down, doesn't. Aldamas got it. What a half for Memphis. Opening of NBA Cup play, and this crowd loves their Grizzlies.
They loved them in the second quarter as they really put on an offensive show. They're outscoring the Lakers by quite a bit.
Telling you, when they win their games, they are very, very good on offense. 69-55, reminder to stay tuned. We will send you to the Access Sportsnet studio right after this.
Where the Lakers see themselves down by 14, giving up 69 first half points. Time to revisit the Lexus keys to the game. Well, they're on pace to continue with their league-leading 18 per contest. They've got 9. Memphis has scored 11 points off of those 9 turnovers. Points in the paint dead even, and the bench, wow, 25-10. Memphis outscoring the Laker bench. Mike Trudell, I know the coaching staff had a lot to say at intermission.
Yes, Stu. I mean, look, the Lakers started pretty well. They got out to that 8-point lead early in the second quarter, and then things just stopped. I mean, Memphis really dominated the rest of the half, and Scotty Brooks said it was a combination of things, but just not as much energy and effort on the defensive end. They were letting Memphis just kind of play, not forcing them into a spot specifically. They just played open basketball and really didn't love how the Lakers contested shots. Think they can do a lot better there. And then offensively, same thing, just very few offensive rebounds, not a lot of crashing, a little bit of settling, so they know they can play a lot better than they did to close out that second quarter.
Yeah, and offensively, they've got to find a way to get Rui involved. He played, you know, how many minutes in the first half did he play? 16 and a half, took 1 shot.
Spooky and scary first half on this Halloween for the Lake Show. And they are down. They trail by as many as 15. It's 14 now. Lakers' biggest lead was 8. Ja only had 2 in that 42-point second quarter for the Grizzlies. So you can see that it can get a lot worse. Here's a pass that time by Reeves. He was thinking about Jackson Hayes. More on Memphis in that second quarter. They had 4 offensive rebounds and 6 second chance points. All right, here we are, second half. Wells, air ball, but it goes all the way to Landale. Wells going to go up and under, can't get around Hayes. So standing his ground was Jax. Here's Luka, had a good scoring first quarter. See if he can re-up it here in the third, and he starts it with a 3.
And you look out there for the starting lineup and you don't see DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, we'll check on him.
Yeah, a question mark.
That's why Jax is getting the start. Morant, 3. Has not had much success from the outside. In fact, he's had no success. He's 0 for 4. Came in shooting 19% from three-point land. Reeves, it's his turn now. And he has it. Nothing but net. Yes, Austin Reeves. So Luka hits, Reeves hits, and it's down to 8. Jaren Jackson Jr. John Morant just kind of hanging out there, leaving him alone at the free throw line. KCP glides in and scores.
Well, he knew Jackson Hayes was going to come to the block, and you see how KCP put it high off the window.
KCP on this end is 6th in the NBA. Stu, in loose ball recoveries. They give you everything these days. There's Doncic. Boy, Landale's not moving. Didn't buy any of those fakes by Doncic. With 3, with 2, with 1. Marcus Smart catch, shoot. And it hit the top of the board, and it didn't hit any of the rim, which means it's a 24-second violation.
So that means that's 2 turnovers already here in the third quarter.
Yep, and 11 total for the team that turns it over the most in the NBA. 18.5 times a game. Again, no LeBron, no Gabe here tonight. Shot from the outside. So just like that,
well, some teams
they get
run
back 5.
pick and roll, and then this is one of those teams that run pick and pop, and that time Lansdale just stepped to the open area.
Memphis in the bottom third of three-point shooting so far here in this young season. Again, both teams 3-2. Memphis has alternated wins and losses so far. Their wins, New Orleans, Indiana, and Phoenix. They have lost to Miami and Golden State. And for the Lakers, the 3-2 start. You know, they started last year 10-4 on their way to a 3 seed. Hey, while we have a moment, let's pause for this from Carl's Jr.
You know Carl's Jr.'s Western Bacon Cheeseburger. Have you tangled with spicy Western bacon?
Your Lakers, one of 2 NBA Cup champions in the inaugural season. Beat Indiana in Vegas pretty soundly, too, to win that title. Morant. Wells in the corner. So he's 3 for 9 from the floor. Luka, threw out his arm, but Jock said, yeah, I fouled him before he did any of that. Going to see Santi Aldama and the rookie Cedric Coward coming in. Again, that rookie breakout player, Cedric Coward, had 27 against Indiana. He led the scoring in that one. He's had at least 14 in 4 of the 5 games. Cross court, boy, Luka's really adept at that. And there's Rui. You ask and you shall receive, Stu-Lance.
Yeah, second shot of the ball game. His first scratch, obviously.
At least 50% in each game. You got to have him fired up. I mean, think about it. He's amongst the league leaders in field goal percentage, and they're not all layups. Here's Aldama. Well, Memphis had it for a moment. On the floor, it's Marcus Smart. And the Lakers, after a beautiful play, a little behind the back magic. Now to Luka. The Don with it out on top. Good pass to Hayes, rolling, and he gets fouled.
I tell you, Marcus Smart does so many things that just won't show up in a box score. You know, in that last possession, diving on the floor. Look at that pass out of trouble. A couple of Lakers were looking like they were going to call a timeout. They're fortunate that the officials didn't see it, and Lakers get possession without the timeout.
Right between the legs of Wells, Jalen Wells, who was 4th in rookie points last year. Now he's on defense with Reeves out near the logo. Reeves getting towards the rim. Reeves going to the rim, and Reeves gets fouled again on the ground. He'll be there 3, 4, 5 times a night. Landale picks up his 3rd personal foul.
A couple of free throws here. Lakers can pull even closer, down 8 right now.
Remember, point differential is a tiebreaker in these games, so even if you're ahead late, you're putting the gas on, trying to up that lead. Hey, Laker fans, nothing beats seeing your team hit the hardwood live. Get your tickets now, even if it's last minute, at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of your Lakers and the entire NBA. Setting career highs in just about every category last year. Austin Reeves, and he's looking to set them all again here this year. What a high bar it is, though, if he's going to do that. Under 8 minutes of play now in the quarter. Morant, is he going to make one? He is not. He is still 0 for. Big donut so far from downtown. You are what you are, aren't you? Here is Doncic.
Just a score here, and you'll see a timeout.
Well, even with this, they might get one now. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. 8-point game, 7-0 Laker run.
Defensive discipline. Once a player picks up it, yeah, like you said, the timeout before the free throws. 7:42 to play here in the 3rd. Lakers are down by 14 at intermission. They trail now 74-68. 2 to play here in the 3rd, and Luka first game back after missing a few with the thumb and contusion. Yeah, as you see how easily he navigates to the rim. He just plays so much under control. You think you have him stopped, but yet he has a way of just freeing himself up. He's strong, he can absorb contact, and everybody knows what's going to happen when he shoots that ball from long range. More times than not, it's going to be bottoms.
Stu, here's a big advantage for the Lakers for the next 7:42. Memphis is out of fouls already, and the Lakers have not committed one yet.
Yeah, that could be a major factor.
Yeah, playing defense without fouling, it's something that done pretty well throughout much of the year, this young season, as Luka will go to the line again. Ja, by the way, 1 for his last 6. So the battle of superstars is really being owned by Doncic.
And also wondering if Ja is not quite 100%. He hasn't ventured into the paint and given you one of those highlight type elevations. He's sticking around the perimeter quite a bit.
Santi Aldama. Here is Morant. Had the game winner for them against Phoenix in their last game. Back and forth. Williams trying to move. Now he's triple teamed by the Lakers. Well, this is all Williams, and that's not really a recipe for success when it's one guy handling the possession.
Yeah, when one guy just usually has his whole possession like that, it's really not good team basketball.
Again, we haven't heard anything about DeAndre Ayton. He is not out of the locker room. Luka! Big time!
Unless that one guy's Luka.
And it's a 1-point game on a 12-0 run. NBA Cup action.
The Grizz better put their subs back in the game.
Who was so dominant in that second quarter.
Another look at Luka, utilizing the screen, then stop and just rear up for that three-pointer, knock it down.
Hey, Stu, you're right. Again, the numbers bear it out. Memphis has the second best bench in the NBA. They score 51 a game from their reserves. And certainly they were the ones that sparked their team into the lead earlier tonight.
They send a couple of guys in and take Ja as one of those that they replaced.
Santi Aldama leaves it for Spencer. Tries to move away from Marcus Smart with 4, with 3. They run out on him. There's a long 3. Lakers are going to have an opportunity to take the lead back.
Nice box out by Luka.
Halfway through the quarter. Doncic. We're way out on top, trying to stay with them. Luka back and forth, and in the lane, and can't score. That's tapped, and it's taken by the Grizz. Here in front of their home fans at the Grindhouse. Coward trying to go baseline. He beat Reeves there. He beat Reeves, baseline, and now he's going to earn 2 free throws.
The weak side help came from Marcus Smart. I said it was an easy layup. Marcus made him go back into the middle a little bit, and still should have had probably an easy opportunity at a 3.
Cedric Coward. Well, he looked like a vet in crunch time the other night. Very composed, exactly what you want to see from a 22-year-old rookie. 11th pick in the draft. This Memphis team will go to Toronto next for 1-game road trip. Then they're back for 4 in a row here at home.
I wonder what's that like.
Bit of an oddity in a schedule there. Let's go to Canada and come right back.
Welcome to the NBA.
Yep. Again, the Lakers have, what, a 10-11 day road trip coming up next week. Going back east for the first time. In fact, the first Eastern Conference foe for the Lakers will be Sunday. Hope to see you at Crypto.com Arena when the Miami Heat come to town. Doncic straight away! Luka's got 30.
What else is new?
Headed for yet another 40 spot. Underneath, no, Lakers and LaRavia. Jake, Luka, oh, way outside. Really stretching it, but LaRavia doing work underneath. Fake once, fake twice, spin it back out. Luka, go ahead. Go ahead. Here he comes, down the middle he goes. Lob jam! Oh, and Jackson Hayes loves it. That's what you get when you play with 77.
You get that double team in the paint, and that rim is very free for your center.
Luka's got 5 assists, 7 rebounds to go with his 30 points. Memphis finally stems the tide a little bit.
And Spencer's showing him that he's a shooter. You got to get to him. Don't let him set his feet.
Cam Spencer went to UConn, where he helped the Huskies to a title in 2024.
That's one Jackson Hayes would like to have back. Could have scored that one, look like rather easily.
Under 5 minutes to play in the third. Santi Aldama. Coward again with LaRavia. Spinning, losing it, taken. Lakers. That's turnover number 9 for the Grizzlies. LaRavia creates a little contact, and he'll shoot free throws.
Luka finding Jackson Hayes on that little lob, and Jackson Hayes knows how to finish those, but when he's on the move a lot, sometimes his balance isn't good, he being Jackson Hayes, and doesn't convert.
This is the 8th game that Luka, by the way, is playing without LeBron. In the 7 previous games when Bron hasn't been in the lineup, he's averaged 35 points and 10.5 rebounds. And by the way, he is at exactly 13,000 career points as he sits here, 30 points into this game.
Moravia knocks down 2 and gives the Lakers a 1-point lead.
Spencer, yo-yo dribble in the attacking 47. Playing keep away on the outside. The right wing. Aldama is really
a travel. That was a travel.
And they don't call it. JJ was right in front of it. Now they've got to buckle down here. And it's going to be a 2-shot foul. And JJ will let them know. That's something that they can't go back and review. But he's going to say, well, what? Come on.
There's no traveling in the NBA, by the way.
I know. Well, just talk to Giannis.
No, don't talk to Giannis.
Talk
the
to
guys
the
blowing the whistle.
It's funny. The officials, I don't think they always go by the letter of the law. They let it go a little bit here in the NBA, and then you really put a little truth serum in them, they'll tell you that.
Well, they do that with everybody, that's okay. But if they just do it for the star players, then that's not right.
I think it might be everybody, but you're right, Stu. Don't single out individuals. Good look at Spencer again. Cam, his first name. Of course, brother Pat, you mentioned, plays currently at Golden State. Well, here's a young man who went to Loyola of Maryland for 3 years, and Rutgers for a year, then UConn for a year. He kept his bags packed and finds his way down here. And after an injury-riddled rookie season. Doncic drifting left. Long shot, long rebound, great control tap. That time by Dalton. Connect keeps it alive, and LaRavia loses it. Memphis on the move, Williams. Laker ball.
That time on the Lakers possession, LaRavia tried to squeeze between 2 defenders, and not quite as adept at that as a couple of his teammates.
Lakers have a back-to-back this weekend. Miami and then at Portland on Monday. And this is game 1 of the NBA Cup. Their next NBA Cup game at New Orleans, 14th of November. Just outside the free throw line, swishes it through. Luka, a little mid-range. And he just continues to tally the points. He's 11 for 19 from the floor. He's got a triple-double watch going. Williams over Doncic, short, Luka rebound. That'll help the cause. And that should be his 8th board. They tried to force it this time. Now slow getting back is Rui. It's a 5-on-4. Rui finally joins the party. Aldama gets around LaRavia. Here he goes all the way. Scoop and score for Santi Aldama. He's a leading rebounder overall and has led individually in 3 games. Santi, but he scores right there. Averaging 11 on the season. Again, the Lakers have been in the bonus forever. They'll shoot more free throws.
And they still have 2 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in the 3rd to stay into that bonus as they trail now 83-82.
Let's get you caught up. Luka right back where he left off. 32. That's 5 threes, 8 rebounds. Looking for a triple-double and a win, most importantly, in this cup game. Bench points. Memphis has been dominating their opponent this year. More of the same tonight. Laker bench, one of the worst currently in the NBA. 27-14 is our score here in the quarter. 3-point shooting. Lakers 5 out of 8 in the quarter. Memphis just 2 for 10. In fact, Memphis is 2 for 12 overall here in the 3rd. Let's get you the 5 on the floor for the Lakers. Got Rui, Jake, Dalton Connect, Vando, and to the free throw line goes Luka. Make it 83 all. Again, if you're wondering where DeAndre Ayton is, he never made it out for the second half. We are on the case, but have not heard.
Luka knocks down 2 free throws, runs his total right now to 34.
And another lead change. Memphis is their next cup game will be against Dallas, coming up on the 7th of November. Oh, that was right on the fingertips, and they're going to lose. Oh, did they get bailed out? Oh, they did get bailed out.
Yeah, they're saying that Jared Vanderbilt tripped him up.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. was in all sorts of trouble in a big-time bind. 2:19 to play in the third. We're going to get a whole bunch of new Grizzlies
really
growling their way into the game.
But this is the lineup kind of that put some hurting on the Lakers in that latter part of the second quarter.
Yeah, Konchar's in, Wells is in, and the big fella, Jock Landale, in his 5th year. And one of those great products out of St. Mary's. John's been relatively quiet tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, you know, either he's not 100% and he's just trying to be a quarterback out there, just get them into their offense, because he really hasn't tried to break his man down off the dribble, get into the paint, and show some of that high fly out.
This is certainly not one of his showmanship games. And as we say that, he tries to get in. Vando cut him off. And Luka gets hit in the face. And a quick whistle.
And a quick trip to the free throw line.
Let's march down to the other end again. So this has put a halt to the flow of the game, but it certainly helps benefit the Lakers. 84-83.
Jimmy Luka now with 9 rebounds and 5 assists.
I want to remind all the Laker fans that one of the marquee home games of this first month of the season takes place next Wednesday when Wemby and San Antonio come into town. Get tickets.
The Lakers have 30 seconds. You see Luka bleeding from the mouth where he just got fouled there. So trying to stop the flow of blood as they reach in and catch him upside the face. Wasn't friendly fire. It was the guy behind Luka that got to him.
That's Konchar.
Konchar got him, huh?
Mike, what you got?
Well, just think about Luka's scoring this year as he rapidly gets towards 40 points again. The first 2 games, remember, he, of course, was over 40 pretty easily. Only a couple players in NBA history have had 3 games of 40 points or more to start the season. AD did it in 2016-17. Michael Jordan did it in 86-87. And then the other name, I'm sure you could all guess, Stu Wilt, of course. Wilt did it for the first 7 games in 62-63, and then the first 5 in 61-62, and that's it. That's the list. So if Luka gets to 40 again, you know, that's the rare company he would join.
Well, if he doesn't get to 40,
the Lakers aren't going to win.
Won't win tonight.
Yeah. I'm betting he's got 35 right now. He's missed 3 free throws, though. Oh, that's going to grind on him. KCP Rainbow for Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, that drive and kick got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope a wide open look.
There's a little bit of everything every game. Does Kentavious Caldwell-Pope racks up some stats. Well, nearly traveling that time was LaRavia.
There's no traveling in the NBA. Don't you know that?
I said nearly. Kind of dragged that foot. Made sure it wasn't going to be called.
No harm, no foul.
87-86. Back and forth we go on the scoreboard.
That was good recognition by Shaw.
Yeah, it was. Morant has 6 assists now. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. On this special NBA Cup court. Every team has one. Good look away pass for Konchar. Last year he played his fewest minutes since his rookie season. Not playing a ton this year yet. There's a hook pass for Connect. Doesn't take the 3. LaRavia certainly will. Can't hit it. Morant, good hands. Baseball pass. 2-on-1. The lob underneath. Not a good play. Just not a good play. Wells can get it. That wasn't an illegal play. Wells thought he wasn't able to touch it, but he certainly was. Just saved it from going out of bounds. 6 to shoot, 11 on the quarter clock. In the corner. Licker trying to get it with time, with 3, with 2. Dalton's got to pull up or go all the way, and scores! It'll count at the buzzer.
Good tap out to get that break started, and good recognition by Dalton, knowing the game clock was just about expired. Throws it up and throws it in. So with 12 more minutes to play, the Lakers see themselves down only by 2 after trailing by 14 at intermission.
Resort and Spa, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times. Back in Memphis, Tennessee. Settle in, Laker fans. Got 12 more minutes of action in this NBA Cup debut for both these teams in 2025. There's Luka, perhaps on his way to a triple-double. His counterpart, Ja, 1 for 8 in the second half and was 0 for 5 in the third quarter. You've got Reeves out there along with Marcus Smart, Vando, Hachimura, Jake LaRavia. Again, Ayton has not played in the second half. Reeves dribbles and finds a little room. Not much, but just enough, and scores. We're tied at 91.
Nice pull-up off the dribble. Straight up in the air, straight down, good form.
Of course, an amazing 3-game stretch for Reeves. Work the perimeter. Wells swings it. Morant. He just keeps shooting them, doesn't he, Stu?
Well, that's the only way you can get out of a slump.
I guess so. Underneath, LaRavia's there, sneaks behind everybody, and a good look and a great entry.
Marcus Smart heads up, dribbling down the court, gets another assist.
Marcus just that, smart, perfect play, and good vision. Lakers, are they in a zone? Here we go on the outside, KCP. Now it's underneath to Landale. He's going to turn, blocked by Vanderbilt. Landale goes down hard.
Another look at that play where Marcus Smart bringing it up the court off the dribble. Just heads up, looking up. Almost a look away, finds LaRavia wide open for the easy deuce. Got a timeout on the floor. 10:52 to go here in the fourth and final quarter with the Lakers up by a pair.
Basketball is being brought to you by Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is the only place to get the Western Bacon Cheeseburger, but have you tangoed with the spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger?
You know, the Lakers' Austin Reeves been carrying such a heavy load. It just hasn't had to do as much tonight with the return of Luka, but still able to contribute in more ways than one. He's got 16 points and playing off the ball a little bit more this evening, which helps save some of his legs because he's been the primary ball handler for the past few games, and that takes a lot out of him.
And LeBron's still on the sideline and no timetable for his return, and Gabe on the shelf too with that ankle. Boy, Wells goes down, but nearly and all kinds of problems. They're going to let the Lakers go with it.
What was that out of bounds play?
Not, it's right, especially right out of a timeout.
I mean, it had to have been a quick hitter.
Smart, short, he's going to get it back. Oh no, Vando beat him to it. Right near midcourt, Reeves is going to try it. Bang! Reeves. He hits it from distance.
Again, that's just a play where Jared Vanderbilt out-hustled everybody.
96-91. So a good start to this quarter for the Lake Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rui goes for a ride. Rui picks up his third. Rui hasn't had much of an offensive game. We totally documented that. Has only shot it 2 times. Landale with 14. He's one of 3 Grizzlies in double figures. Their highest scorer has only got 14. How about this right now from Morongo?
Charlie Sheen alive on stage November 1st. Morongo.
The Grizzlies come back with Jaren Jackson Jr. Sammy Aldama will be back in next dead ball.
Of course, the big guy, really big guy, Zach Edey, is not available. He's out with an injury. With a left-handed dribble, changing hands is Reeves. Surveys the floor. By the way, DeAndre Ayton has just made his way back to the bench. Vando, Smart, fumbles momentarily.
5, 4.
Keep going, Stu. Here's Smart. That's going to be an air ball. And a 24-second violation.
One of the few possessions where the Lakers didn't have a good possession.
So DeAndre is back. The absence unclear. Ja slowly bringing it across. They get the Mavs in New Orleans and then the Clips. Their next 3 games in that order for the NBA Cup. All trying to get to Vegas in the title game in mid-December. And $500,000 a man for the winners.
Good defense. Good defense. Forced the turnover. Once he picked up his dribble, everybody else got into denial. There was no place to go.
A wall of denial down there for them. Reeves, again, not a good effort by the Lakers to have a crisp time down the floor. They're trying to search for some rhythm here. Laravia underneath, throws it up and throws it in. He was this close to turning it over, and he's going to wind up getting a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, they had knocked it free, but somehow he retrieved it. And then he's in the key, and he decides, hey, I better try something here. I know I'm here to whistle. Throws it up, gets the three-point opportunity. Nice play by Jake Laravia.
Of course, there was that moment the other night in Minnesota where a fan yelled out, "Who's number 12?" And then Ant-Man kind of stood up and said, "Yeah, I'm trying to wonder myself." What he was doing, he was really burning his team. All right, Mike, what happened to DeAndre Ayton?
Well, Billy, we're still awaiting specifics about what happened to him. I know they were working on him in the back. It sounds like he is going to give it a try. That's obviously why he came out to the bench. So no specific injury to talk about yet. But the good news is he's going to try and give it a go, it sounds like.
All right, good man. Thank you. There's the handoff by Vanderbilt. Reeves over the rookie. It's batted around once, twice. On the floor, this is going to be on Memphis. Remember, they got out, or they picked up a bunch of fouls early on, and the Lakers were in a bonus quite a bit.
You can see they're still working on DeAndre on the sideline there.
Jax finds it rather humorous.
Because it's not him.
A couple of big guys yucking it up. You got Smart, Vando, Rui, Reeves, and Luka. Luka's going to get it. He'll bring it back out and then immediately try to get right back in. He's double teamed. Good bounce. Really nice bounce. And a steal that time by Vanderbilt, who scores easily.
Nice find, though. I mean, they had Luka in pretty much a double team there. Can't leave a shooter.
Yeah, they did. They left Spencer wide open
Don't
from
leave
15
a shooter.
feet. Stu, you've seen me. I can even make that. Maybe,
No.
maybe.
Back in your high school days, maybe.
Here's Reeves. I mean, a wide open 15-footer. Here's Doncic. Trying to spin. Oh, and he creates space. Good rebound that time by Cedric Coward. Again, he'll be in there at crunch time. Corner three. Rui with the board. That's just his second rebound tonight. Team fouls 2-1 here in early fourth quarter action. 2 for Memphis, 1 for the Lakers. Nearly a logo ball for Luka. Then he's all by himself. Just open the door and let him waltz in.
That's the threat of the triple.
37 for Doncic. 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And that one falls right into the waiting lap of Hachimura. Long shot, long rebound, and we're under 7 minutes to play. Lakers trying to go 1-0 in cup play. You know, the Grizzlies, over the last 2 years, they are 1-8. They have been awful in NBA Cup action. Rui Hachimura, got it!
He's only had
Timeout.
3 shots, but he's made the most of 2 of them as he gives the Lakers an 8-point lead as Luka comes back in and he continues doing what he's been doing, and that's pretty much score at will. But I talk about how Rui, take advantage. Good job.
One home, one away. All of these games on Spectrum Sportsnet. You're going to want to be out there on Wednesday when Wemby and the Spurs are in town. Then the long road trip, 5 games, 10 days back east, starting with Atlanta and Charlotte. Mike, what do we know about DeAndre?
Well, Billy, look, just like you saw earlier, they were working on his back on the bench. Really tightened up on him. He's still available. We'll see if JJ goes to him here. Lakers obviously playing well here as Jackson Hayes checks back in. But you can tell maybe Aiden limited a little bit, right? In his 17 minutes, no rebounds. That's unlike him. Did make almost all of his shots, 4 for 6. But we'll see. Is available. We'll see if JJ goes to him.
All right, 7-2 run currently for the Lakers. It's their biggest lead of 8 points. And Doncic has now double-digit rebounds. Fourth quarter shooting. Lakers 7 out of 11. Memphis has been cold, 2 out of 8. Thus the extended lead for Los Angeles. Underneath is Jackson Hayes. He shot 72% last year when Luka joined the team. Long 3, Luka! He's got another 40.
Not a bad guy to have the ball with the shot clock winding down.
3 straight games to start the season, at least 40. Connect, weak side rebound. Doncic, is he hot? That's going to be a little forced that time, and comes off. Luka has shot it 24 times tonight, made 13. 40, 10, and 6 is what he's sitting at.
The last basket he made was really deep with the clock winding down, and he just up over the top of the defender. He's just, he just has so much confidence in his ability to shoot the ball from anywhere. And history shows why he has that confidence.
All right, Laker fans, don't miss a beat this season. Get the Lake Show right at your fingertips with the official Lakers app. This is your chance at exclusive sweepstakes and everything else other fans are missing out on. Now download it for free right now.
5.5 to play. Lakers lead is 10, possibly 9 with this free throw by Spencer, and it is. The next couple of minutes will say a lot for both teams.
Lakers trailed by as many as 15 in this game. They made a nice battle, played a very poor second quarter, but came out nicely in the second half. Lob by Luka. They covered Jackson Hayes very well. Connect. Hayes goes up and over and collects, doing work offensively. Luka corner. That's an air ball taken by Memphis. Won't see that very often. Luka does not draw iron. Spencer, dips in and comes out. Doncic with the rebound. That was a hard break for Memphis. We are under 5 minutes. In fact, we've entered the final 5. Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. And the Lakers continue to up the lead. Jaren Jackson Jr. is poised to come into the game. Too late? Who knows?
I'm just very curious as to why Jaw hasn't been very aggressive on the offensive end.
There's another turnover. Lakers have 14 turnovers, 11 for Memphis. I mean, I know it's a cliche, but you play to win the game now. You don't play to hold on, and that's kind of what happened in Minnesota.
Start playing to protect the lead.
Yeah.
Bad things happen to you.
That's what they tried to do.
In all sports.
Yep, will prevent defense. Nearly a foul by Marcus Smart, and then it's scored. But Luka almost faked him out and was able to get in the lane and force a pass. but Coward that time had the lay-in. And we're gonna have a timeout on the floor with the Grizz.
Well, 4:06 to go. The Grizz have cut it down to 9.
And the Lakers with a 9-point lead, only 4:06 remaining. End of this brief 2-game road trip. Winning on a buzzer beater by Reeves, the walk-off. Now trying to hang on to this one. And the rookie Cedric Coward getting a little bit of a conversation in with one of the greats of the game. Luka Doncic, I'm sure it's kind of a dream come true for him to go up against Luka. And this Laker franchise. Bounce it in now to Marcus. Boy, he does so many things, like you said, that don't show up, Stu. In the old box score. Back to the basket, isolated. Here comes Doncic, turn. The little one-handed jumper is perfect. 42 for the Don.
They're like a lot of teams trying to figure out how to stop Luka.
Good luck. So we were talking about Reeves' run. We'll be talking about this great run and start of the season for Doncic for sure on Sunday. That was to beat the clock. Now underneath, oh, look out, look out. Let's hope he's all right. Kind of leg landed awkwardly. It's young legs right there, though. Cedric Coward. 112-101.
Offensive rebound, and that's what put Coward in a position to get fouled by Marcus Smart.
4 Lakers in double figures. 5 Grizz in double figures. They're all between 12 and 16 points. I mean, everybody's hovering under 20 except for Luka. He's the only one with over 20 in the game. Out of bounds. Neither team has used a challenge. I'm just throwing that out there. You can't take it home with you. So we'll see if either of them utilizes it in the last 3:10. Jaren Jackson Jr. with Hayes. Again, we did not see Ayton here in the second half. With 3, with 2, with 1. Not a bad shot by Wells, but he couldn't crawl it over the rim.
The whole possession, Joe never touched the ball, never moved off of one spot.
It's just an interesting game for him tonight.
Very interesting.
Yep. And he's your main man. Memphis 0 for 7 on threes.
2:44 to play, Lakers by 11. This is a crucial trip for the Grizzlies for sure. They allow the Lakers to scratch here.
Yep. Ja's coming off of a 28-point game where he shot over 50% against Phoenix and had that game winner with under 10 seconds to play. Here's Doncic behind the back. It's a kick save and a beauty. Goes right out of bounds. Shot clock moves to 14. But the most important numbers are 2:40 to play and a 9-point Laker advantage. More than that. 11. Good addition there, William. There's a Hayes.
Well, he went into the body of Jaren Jackson that time. Normally, on a roll play like that, he catches it and pitches it to the corner. This time, attacked the paint. Gets his first free throws of the contest.
Again, let's go revisit that. Memphis 0 for 7 in the fourth quarter from 3. That was Jax's first free throw of the year right there, Stu.
Of the year?
Of the year.
I just said of the game, and you even took it a few steps further.
One more. One further.
And he missed them both.
Yeah. That percentage has nowhere to go but up. Wells, Luka reaches in. Wells is there. He's doubled. Out to Santi Aldama. That's not a bad look, but they're 0 for 8.
The Lakers have them scrambled offensively, though. They're not running anything.
They are on their way to a win here, it appears. The way Memphis is playing right now. They're not putting any kind of a charge into this game at all in the fourth quarter. Reeves. All the Lakers have to do is maintain. Austin not there.
And call that on Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yes, it is.
Good hustle.
Oh, that's going to be, is that a technical foul?
No, not yet.
Is it coming?
Yeah, I won't say
not.
too much to Scott Foster.
Yeah, he's walking away.
See if Rui can knock down a free throw. He's 2 for 2 so far in this contest.
And as per usual, the Lakers have shot more free throws than their counterparts. Mike, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, just
About
a couple
4
more
feet away from us.
A couple more superlatives for Luka. So he's all the scoring he's doing, the outbursts. Maybe Stu, what's most impressive, he's doing it on super efficient shooting, 59.2% across his first 3 games.
Yeah.
He's not missing much, too.
No, not. That's just ridiculous. 59%, and the shots, some of the shots that he takes, that's just amazing.
And the expectation level is so high, and he's delivering. That's the thing. I mean, everybody talking about Luka's first full year with the Lakers and what can he accomplish, and he is just rising to the occasion. And the Lakers still missing 2 of their better players tonight. Inside, Doncic, minute and a half to play. 113-103, one more bucket here and for sure it's over. In the corner, Rui trying to put a bow on it, does not. And Memphis still breathing a little bit. Caldwell Pope. Aldama, they cannot fool around. Aldama's underneath, he's underneath. Wells, he attacks, kind of it goes.
They were in a real bad position there. Aldama, I thought, was just going to go up and try to score over top of Luka, but they ended up getting the ball to Wells, and he has a 3-point opportunity.
Wells with a made free throw can get to double figures. He did not have a good night from 3, and he misses the free throw. Minute 10. Luka will work it, milk the clock as much as he can. Little low dribble. Now he's hounded outside, going to get it right back from Rui. With 5, with 4, with 3. Luka falling out of bounds.
Foul by Wells.
He'll go to the line and shoot 3.
I guess it's so tempting to block that shot that players are just biting on it all the time, and very rarely do you see someone get a piece of the shot by Luka. The object defender just maybe make him alter the shot, make him shoot under duress. You try to be a shot blocker, you end up sending him to the line quite a bit.
A little banter between the front row and Doncic and Hayes. Seems to be at least a little friendly for the moment. He'll get 2 more. And the Lakers are going to go 1-0 in cup play. Would you like to expand on that? Because you played in the era of Wilt.
Second player in NBA history to start a season. That's just remarkable. With 40 plus. And I believe Wilt's season was when he averaged 50.
50. There's Wells from the outside.
Now is when you try to milk as much of that clock as you possibly can. They're gonna have to get into foul mode. Was that ball touched?
Well, Marcus Smart, with a smirk, was looking at the official saying, okay, that's not the right call, and we're probably going to review it if you don't give it to us. We got a little referee conference. Yeah, it's going to the Lakers.
That's why you have 3 officials.
Yeah. Used to do pretty well with 2, though, Stu. These were all right back in the day.
Yeah.
Rui. 7 to shoot, half a minute to play. Doncic. Short. Wells gonna stop and pop and lean into a three. Sunday night at home against Miami. We'll be there for you.
Don't even have to shoot it now. Just wait for the foul.
Yep, 5-point game with 8 with 7. Now they have made a little run here at the end. But again, it works in the Grizzlies' favor to play until the end here because point differential is the tiebreaker in the group. So, you know, they might have had a lost cause, but they're obviously playing it out till the end. Luka ends the night 44, 12, and 6. Welcome back. Hey, your Lakers are going to win, which means you're going to win 2 free tacos with any drink purchase from Jack in the Box tomorrow. Just ask for the Lakers deal when you order, valid only at LA area restaurants. Go Lakers, go Jack. Who gets them, Stu?
Everybody but you.
I won't be in the LA area tomorrow.
That's why you won't get them.
I won't get them. Neither will you.
Why won't you be in the LA area tomorrow?
Gonna be in I'll be a little south, so will you.
That's the LA area.
Actually, we will be in the LA area. We're not landing till after midnight, so theoretically.
After midnight.
So theoretically, if Jack in the Box is open like at 1, we could go. 117, 110. All right, talk about his return to action, Stu.
Yeah, quite a return. I mean, you put up 44 on 27 attempts. 6 out of 15 from behind the arc. 12 boards. What else can you ask from a player? See what the repercussions are. Maybe if he's feeling better or feel the same after the game, hopefully.
There's Coach St. Jean with Luka. Very adept staff that JJ has put together. 7.5 seconds left. Good for Doncic. No physical effects to the negative. And just to make sure that he doesn't aggravate anything. He's obviously out of the game now. 7-point lead. And again, they have probably set up a play here to try to get at least a bucket. Otherwise, they'd be hatching it in any other normal. Remember, this counts as a regular season game. Wells for 3. Going to shoot it again. He's underneath, and they'll take that. They'll take that at the end. And Lakers didn't want to give it up, but they'll take the victory. 1-0 in cup play, and 4-2 on the season, and they are unblemished on the road. 3-0 to start the year. That's great news after being 3 games under 500 away from Crypto.com last year.
Always good to win. I don't care where you are.
Yep.
Or what you're playing.
And we're going to hear from Mike and one of the stars in a moment. And Jake, of course, who played here last couple of years, still with so many great friends. And again, we're going to see the Heat for the only time in Los Angeles on Sunday. And so that's going to be an interesting contest. Our first look at an Eastern Conference opponent when that takes place. Next cup game will be the 14th at New Orleans. Then home games on the 25th and 28th. And 2 games on Thanksgiving week at home for the NBA Cup. But what a nice way to start this competition. Trying to win it for the 2nd time in 3 years. We're still hanging and waiting.
I think we'll be talking probably to who? I can't see so many people walking in front of us.
Well,
I do see Mike.
He's out there poised and ready to go. A true professional. I think he's waiting for Marcus Smart. And here comes Marcus. This should be a fun interview. The former Grizz wasn't there long, but here he is now with Mike.
All right, Marcus, so started the game pretty well as a team. Memphis made that push. What did you guys adjust at halftime to start things over in that third quarter?
Just our pressure. You know, they were beating us to everything, loose balls, offensive rebounds, and they were hitting shots, and it was because of us. We weren't making a miss. You know, give those guys credit. They came to play, and they play hard. We just have to up and up a notch.
Hey, how did you feel physically after missing a couple of games? Looked like you were feeling good, but how did you feel, Marcus?
Felt pretty good, actually. You know, missing games like that and then trying to come back and have to guard a guy like Ja, you know, it definitely causes problems. So, you know, but today was a good day, both healthy-wise for me, on the court-wise, so I'm doing pretty good.
So you watched Austin Reeves really cook the last couple of games. He still did his thing tonight, but Luka, another 40-plus point game. What have you seen from the guards alongside you there in the backcourt?
Dogs, man. We got some dogs for these guards, you know. Luka, Jake, me, AR. The way Luka and AR has been playing, man, it's unbelievable to watch. You know, sometimes we get caught sitting back and watching a little too much, but that's what they do and that's what they provide.
Last one for you. So this is obviously the first game of the NBA Cup. You guys get out to a good start. Point differential, all that stuff matters. But at the same time, you just get a win. It counts for the regular season as well. So what does that mean?
Definitely. You know, the Cup games are always fun to play. It brings that little extra edge and competitive nature because of the points. And you see some good basketball. So we're excited. Glad to get the first win.
Enjoying the purple and gold so far?
Enjoying it to the best of my ability.
Thanks, Marcus.
You got it.
I love it. Thank you, guys. And that'll do it from Memphis. Final score tonight, 117-112. The Lakers are victorious. Make sure to catch our next telecast. We're coming home. It's Sunday at 6:30 when the Lakers take on the Miami Heat. Pre-game show 1 hour prior to tip-off. Now let's check in with the studio for Access Sportsnet Lakers, being brought to you by your Toyota dealers. Good win tonight for the Cup. See you on Sunday.
Max Warner Music. obecne